And Jordan Montgomery joins us here on the field at Chase Field. Albert, this is a familiar face to you, right?
Yeah, I had an opportunity to play with him half of the season last year. I mean, congratulations, brother. Well deserved. I know you're standing here today because of all the injuries that you guys had, during the course of the season and that trade deadline. How influential was, having a relationship, building a relationship with Mac Dog, in St. Louis, and then bringing you back here to Texas?
For sure. I think Mad Dog definitely had a big part in bringing me over here. And I'm just super thankful that he did.
When you got traded over here to the Rangers, were you surprised at all?
No. Cardinal season wasn't going the way we thought it was. And
social media will tell you everything you need to know, right?
Yeah, you always see the rumors on Instagram and Twitter. And just the Lord put me right where I was supposed to be.
When you guys were fading, had that really bad stretch, you guys put the wheels back on. Did you feel confident once the postseason started that you could get things back going again?
Absolutely. I mean, such a talented group of guys, and we stayed together and kind of just took it one game at a time, and here we are.
Was there a chance you could have pitched in this game?
Yeah, I was down in the bullpen, ready. If we got a big enough lead, I was going to come in and try and shut the door.
And why were you so willing to do this? You have a lot at stake. And I know this is a question that people might roll their eyes on. You're an upcoming free agent. And you've been willing to go and do whatever it takes to win a championship. It sounds like a dumb question, but it's not. Why?
I'm big and strong, and I don't really get sore, so I got a rubber arm. I'm ready to get out there.
And he's a warrior, he's the guy that wants to take the ball every fifth day out there, and he's going to give you his best. I mean, I lived that because I played with him, one of the best teammates, that I have for a short time, the way that he go about his preparation, What kind of adjustment that you had to make, coming from St. Louis to here? Obviously you pitch in the league, with the Yankees, but coming here, to the American League.
Jonah Heim and Mad Dog made it much easier than expected. I mean, Jonah's so incredible back there, and throwing to him, I threw to him a lot, and here's Boch himself. It was a very easy
the boss.
Congrats.
What do you want to say about this young man that this team acquired? And with Eovaldi, they combined for 10 of the 13 wins this postseason.
Well, I'll say this, we made some moves this year, but none bigger than getting this man here. He was a horse for us. I mean, every time he went out there, he gave us a quality start. He just saved us because of the injuries we had, pitchers going down, and to acquire him. I didn't know a lot about money, but I found out a lot about him. So anyway, Maddox, he told me, you're really going to like this guy, and we all do, trust me.
And what was it like playing for a legendary manager like this?
Legend. He's the best.
All right, well, Jordan,
It's an honor.
you can get back to partying. We're going to catch up with your skipper, okay?
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Have a good night.
Jordan
Congrats.
Montgomery, congratulations. Albert, what do you want to ask the great Bruce Bochy?
Man, amazing. I just want to ask you, you had Chris Young, as your pitcher, starting pitcher. Talk to me a little bit that relationship between the GM and the manager, because, a lot of that he says is, I sees that connection, and to see a GM a GM that played the game and then an old school with 3 titles, to make this happen with your 4th one tonight. Talk to me about that relationship, please.
Well, I'll start with, it shows you how important it is to be nice to your players. You never know where they're going to end up.
For everybody who's watching the show.
I started to phrase it a different way, but no, so that's where it started when he pitched for me. I knew a lot about him, how competitive he is, and then, of course, when he gets his job, he gives me a call to check my appetite on this, and he talked about his vision. And he lives in Dallas. He was determined to get winning baseball back to the Texas Rangers, and I was all in. I took 3 years off. I enjoyed my time, but I was ready. I didn't call anybody. I said it had to be right fit. And to your point, it's all about the relationship with the general manager. I've had great ones in the past, so that meant everything to me. I said, I'm not going to do this until I really think it's the right fit.
And you saw Max going down and Garcia in the same game. What was that talk, the next day in the clubhouse, the attitude with the guys?
I'll be honest, we didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. This group showed all year, just their toughness, their resilience, and how they're able to put that behind them, focus forward. Just get up. They kept getting up and getting up, and so Doley did say something to him. Hey, go out and win this for me. But they didn't let anything faze them, because we had 5 of our all-stars go down. We didn't have the whole club out there for a lot of the season, but they just kept pushing.
Bruce, this is your 4th World Series title. You took the 3 years off. When in that 3-year period did you know you wanted to come back?
Yeah. Well, it's a little long. I'll try to shorten it up, but I was trying to help the French team in the WBC. I was born there, so there's a little connection. And so they called to ask if I could help, and it was 2020. Well, the COVID year, it canceled. Well, last year, they were playing in Regensburg, Germany, so I went over there. I was in the dugout. I go, man, I miss this. I really miss it. Now, I'm glad they didn't check out how we did. We lost 2 straight. We got blown out. But it was so much fun. I said, man, I started questioning whether I stepped down too soon or not. And then sure enough, after the season, CY gave me a call.
You know, there are fans in San Francisco that have been blowing up my phone, and they're so happy for you. And there are a lot of baseball fans out west that truly love you. What do you want to say to all those fans?
Well, it's obvious a big piece of my heart's in San Francisco, not to use that too much, but I have so many friends. My phone's blown up from a lot of fans there, and they were pulling for me. Every day I was getting texts, and every place you go, you have special relationships, as you guys know, and it's a special time, and for them to still be pulling for me, it meant a lot to me.
Well,